situation where you're just
removed.
Boom, and then it goes on to talk about what they were doing, degrading passions. It is so degrading to do something of that nature. And for them to try to argue that, I'm not some gay hater. I mean, I've been around your uncle. He's homosexual. I love the dude. I don't love the sin in him, and he don't push it on me, so I'm cool with it. But can you read this and be that person is what I'm saying.
Well, and even that, you know, perversion of homosexuality, okay, yeah, but even though the Bible also refers to, like, the adulterer's lust, because it says that their flesh burns.
Burns.
And it's the same for that being.
Oh, I've been around individuals at work, guys, I've told you the story where like, oh, man, you see the rear end on that, and they use other words, and they're doing this, you know, they're doing this thing. It just controls them. I want to read on though, because this is just like wow to me. The passions for their women exchange their natural functions. Okay, so right there, how much more specific can the word be? Is it natural for me to be doing this? Well, right there it tells you. No, it's not natural. What did they do? For they gave up their natural affections that they were supposed to have toward a man to be with another woman. It says it right there. And then it goes on to say about men. For the unnatural and abnormal one. Abnormal. Did I already taken abs out of that? Because it says abnormal, not normal to me. So when a homosexual asks me what the word says about that, it's abnormal. You've already traded your functions. No, it doesn't say you were born that way. It doesn't say you were born that way.
Dude, if you don't let me say I'm going to...
No, all right, hold on. I'm going to read on. And the men also turned from their natural affections and relations with women and were set ablaze. Set ablaze. We were just talking about it eats up their flesh and they're ablaze and there's burning with these lusts. Burning out, consumed is what it says in parentheses, with lust for one another. Ugh. I'm sorry, I just can't even picture that. Men committing shameful, blatantly act. Is it shameful for me to be a man to be with another man? It says so right there in the word. Shameful. Doesn't say honorable. So how are you going to ordain a homosexual and tell him it's okay for you to live that lifestyle and God loves everybody and you'll get to heaven? The word is, am I in the New Testament? Do you see this Bible? Old Testament, New Testament. Am I in the New Testament?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not fire and brimstone it, buddy. We're over here in Romans. Okay? I mean, let's be real with each other. Suffering their own bodies and personalities. We were talking about this the other day. We were at Oasis, and they seated us right next, and I followed what I thought was a lady, a Hispanic lady, and behind it, skirt and all, dude. And she sat down at a table with 3 homosexual guys, and my daughter was there, and I was a bit uncomfortable at first, but I was telling Amy, I sat with my back to them, and I was like, watch their demeanor, the way they walk, the way they talk, everything about them. And it says so right here in the Word, they exchanged their personalities for one that was ungodly. So and I always talk with Amy about that, and I saw this in the Word today. I've never seen this that way anyway. Their personalities, the way they, the demeanor and all, right there. The Word says that they exchanged their natural personality for one that's an ungodly one. Right there in the Word. The inedible wrongdoing and going astray. Right there the Word's telling you you're going astray from the natural desires the way I made you. These 4 scriptures nullifies everything that these people are saying. I was born this way. Oh, God loves me. He made me this way. God wouldn't make me this way and not love me, and I shouldn't fight it. Well, first of all, it's your flesh. Second of all, in verse 25 right here, He turns you over to your own desires. So God didn't do it. You chose it. You got your own will. You made that decision, and He backed off. Be like me walking you to the door, and I'm like, don't go through that door. And I let go of your hand. You go through that door. Well, I can't go any further with you. I mean, this to me, that just, I read it in different orders, and it really set in differently than it ever has. Or she's being all quiet.